Hello everyone, Deb Victoria is here. Welcome to a new video about the pinball mansion. I figured out a saucer mechanics. Basically, what I wanted to achieve is that if a saucer captures a ball, it is going to stay there for like a minute or so. And then it's going to be released. But when the saucer captures a ball, another ball is spawning somewhere randomly. I was rethinking this whole ball spawning mechanism, and we had this ball spawner data outdooring script which contained a lot of fields, and I took apart this whole system. So now the ball spawner data outdooring is just contains the ball prefab and the ball spawn positions. The ball spawn request data outdooring is going to contain if a ball spawn request is kind of like a messaging system, if you like. So the way I see it, in data-oriented design, the message could be a presence of data. And obviously, I could add to this ball spawn request data to the dots manager each time there is a request for spawning a ball. But then Unity would copy dots manager to a new chunk because the architecture has changed, and I didn't want to do that. I figured that maybe it's best if I keep this ball spawn request data outdooring component constantly on the dots manager, and if there is a request, I would increase the force ball count. This is what the saucer is going to increase. Or if, let's say, the game has started, then we can indicate to spawn to fill up the balls on the table, or if our ball goes off the table, then also we can indicate that we have to spawn to fill up the available balls on the table. And also I took apart the game starter input outdooring because for that we needing the input data tracker and the game starting input index, and in this way I can separately handle the game start, and the game start can fill out this ball spawn request data, and then a ball spawner system can use the ball spawner data to spawn balls, basically, based upon this and this. I am not going to go into in details what have I the changes I made for the ball spawner system because I don't think it's relevant. I want to prefer to focus on the new content. But if you are interested to explain what kind of how the ball spawning system works now, please let me know in the comments below. And for now, let's see what kind of changes should I make to the saucer. So the ball capture indicator is basically a collider. If the ball fell into this saucer, yeah, it's a bit weird to see this, but if the ball fell into this saucer, the ball going to collide with this plane here, and this is when we know that the ball has captured, and we can start the source timer kick out mechanism, which I showed you earlier how this is work. I increased this in for 2 seconds. Now later I'm going to increase it to a minute, but for testing purposes it is going to be better if it just stays in 2 seconds. And I introduced this saucer ball data outdooring script. It has 2 Boolean fields. Saucer has ball and activated, and the ball spawn request entity, because we have to request a ball spawning, as I mentioned before. So let's see the code, how this data is working. So we got this outdooring component, the 2 Boolean and a game object field, and we just convert it to a saucer spawn ball data with the 2 boolean and the entity. So this is very straightforward. The saucer spawn ball starter system is collision processing system, hence it is going to run in the fixed step simulation system group. And actually this query is wrong. I just realized it. We don't need to look at the saucer timer kickout data, but the saucer ball saucer spawn ball data. You know what? I'm just going to fix it. It's quite easy to fix. Let's hope I haven't broke anything. And basically, since this is a collision processing system, so as long as the ball is in the saucer, the collision happens. So we have to keep track of if the collision has happened, and only at the first collision event we should activate the ball spawning. The rest of the collisions are irrelevant. So let's see how we can do this. We can, first and foremost, we have to clear the saucer has ball field to make it false. And then we are going to start a saucer spawn ball starter job with the saucer spawn ball data and the ball spawn request data and the ball tag. And then, you know what, let's see what this job does. Basically, it's very simple. We are going to determine which entity is the saucer and which entity is the ball. And once we figure that out, we get the saucer spawn ball data, and we flag it with true that the collision has happened. But if the saucer spawn ball data wasn't activated before, then it means this is the first occurrence that the collision happens. So we should activate it and then fill out the ball spawn request data, asking for one more false ball count. I coded this in this way just in case if there will be once a table where we have like multiple saucers and multiple balls can end up in it at the same time, then it is going to work correctly. It seems today talking is a bit hard for me. I do apologize for that. So the ball spawn request data group, we should modify this with the new spawn request data. And then obviously in the saucer group, we should modify the saucer spawn ball data as well. So once we set up this collision indicator and the activated field, then we have to clear up the activated field if the collision is no longer happening. basically, because then it means that the ball has left the saucer, and if next time it goes into it, we should spawn a new ball. And basically that's it. This is how we are guaranteeing that it this ball spawning request, we are asking for it only once when the collision first has happened. Now let's go back to the editor, and obviously now I have to compile. Oh, okay, it's done now. And then let's just start the game, and how shall I show you? Maybe in this way would be a nice angle in the editor. I am going to use the test system to test the game. As you can see, it spawned the ball and then it followed again and again. And again. I guess that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. In the description beneath the video, I'm going to put some links for some ideas how in data-oriented design the event system can work. I recommend them to check out if you are interested. And yeah, I think this is truly not the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and perhaps learned something from it. And see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.